Welcome back, guys. Today we're coming back with our fan favorite, the Motu M2. Yes, it's back in the house. And we're gonna go over 3 different mic price points with the Motu M2. We're gonna go through a spectrum of mics starting at about a $20 price point, then going to a $100 price point, and then to about a $200 price point. And we're gonna see how all these mics sound and which one you think is in your budget. Let's get started. So let's just quickly go over the Motu in case you've never seen it. All right, so here we see the Motu M2. It's a nice little unit made out of aluminum, and on the back side, you can see that there is a on-off switch, which we absolutely love, of course. And then here we have 2 MIDI ports for any MIDI instruments that you may have. And down below here is your USB-C, which we love to see. And you'll plug that right into your computer from that area. And then here are your RCA outs and your 1/4-inch balanced outs. And you can use both of these at the same time. So that's good to know. And then on the front side, you have 2 XLR inputs. And these inputs are 1/4-inch also. So you could plug a 1/4-inch, you could plug a guitar right into the center, or a typical 3-pin XLR mic. Here are your gain knobs for each side. And then what's fantastic with this unit is that you do have a phantom power for each mic separately, and then you have a monitoring button for each mic separately. And then you'll be able to see your mic levels over here, and you'll see the mic levels when we plug this in and get started. And then right here, this is your outputs from the back, your speakers or studio monitors, and that's the output volume. And this is the output volume for your headphones, which plug in right down below here. All right, so this is your Motu, and we could take a look. It does come with these little rubber bottom feet, and then you could place that right on your desktop. This is what most people will say the best audio interface that's out there right now for the price point. So let's take a look a little bit more and plug some inputs in. So first, we're gonna plug our USB-C in. Okay, so for that, we'll just need a USB-C cable, and I have this right on my desktop. So we're just gonna plug right in to the rear of the Motu, and we can see it's starting up right now. Okay, so the computer just recognized it. And then now we're just gonna plug an XLR mic in. So we'll plug it into the bottom of the BM800, this right into the Motu. We have phantom power on with the Motu. And let's go and see how this sounds. All right, so right now we're on the BM800 mic. This is a mic made by Zingyou that goes for about $20. So a lot of times it sells as a whole kit, and it's more around $40, $45. You get the boom arm with it and the shock mount. But if you're looking just for the mic, you may be able to find this as low as about $10 to $15. And this is what this mic sounds like. So I have the blue cord, which is going into input 1. And then I have the red cord going from input 2 into the pod mic. So we're going to listen to the pod mic next, but this is the Zingyou BM-800. And this mic is a condenser mic. So we're using 48 volts of phantom power with this mic. And then I have the little button on below for monitoring, so I can hear myself in my headphones and let myself know that my levels are correct. So this is how this mic sounds. Now I'm running OBS in the background. I have absolutely no filters on at all. I have no noise suppression. So what you hear in this room, or what you may hear from my mouth, is going to be a little bit more exasperated. And I'm in a fairly quiet environment, but this is what the BM800 sounds like. And I'll give you a couple seconds of silence so you can hear the noise floor. Okay, and this is the BM800. And now let's switch over to the Podmic. Okay, so we just moved over this BM800, and now I'm talking on the Rode Podmic. Now I do have my level set at 100% because I do not have a mic booster or a FET head or a cloud lifter on this. But I've done this before where I've run it at 100% and no one really seems to be bothered by any means with the noise floor with this. So this is my Podmic, and this is what it sounds like when you're just speaking into $100 Podmic. And I'm very fond of this. I have two of these, and I will be using these more often. And because I like to be a little further away, and I'm usually not this close, I have an order in for a mic booster. But this is what a $100 mic sounds like, and I really like the Podmic, and I'm fond of it. So this is one of my go-to mics. The BM800 was my first XLR mic ever, and when I stepped up to the XLR world, I was very happy about the sound difference that I got out of the BM800. And then I ended up buying one of these, used actually, and I love it. And I got two of them, and I've been using them lately, and I really enjoy them. So this is what the Podmic sounds like right in from the Motu M2. And the thing about the Motu that I really love is the headphone outputs are just, they sound amazing. They're powerful. They drive a lot of the higher end headphones, the 250 ohms. Most people are very happy with the results they get from them. And then on top of that, the mic boost that you get out of here with the preamp is like 60 decibels, and it drives most things, and most people would be happy with no booster with speaking into it like this every day. I just happen to want to get one, and whether or not I'm going to use it or the noise floor makes that much of a difference is yet to be seen, but most people say it makes a noticeable difference. So this is what it sounds like, and this is a dynamic mic. So this mic uses, you can see there's no light on for phantom power. So there is no phantom power with this, but when you do use a booster, that's when you will use phantom power. And that gives that decibel range boost, which is usually between 20 and 25 decibels of clean output boost. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to push this aside, and then we'll plug in the next mic, which is the Rode NT1. Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Okay, so now I am hooked up to the Rode NT1, and you can see that now I have my phantom power back on, and then you see I'm still monitoring myself through my headphones because this is a condenser mic. And so 2 out of the 3 that we are testing right now are condenser mics. And again, I just want to remind you, I have no filters on any of these mics, no noise suppression. This is clean right out of the Motu M2. And this is what it sounds like. I don't think I'll ever get rid of my Motu M2 because being that it hooks up with a guitar or an instrument or MIDI ports in the back, even though I have a Rodecaster Pro that I use daily for my audio interface most of the time, this is going to be essential for me to have, and I use as a backup if I need also. And also, I have to say that everything sounds so great on this. I just think that there's a lot of quality in something at this price point, and I think you'll be surprised about how much you'll enjoy the Motu. So I know the Scarlett 2i2 has been the top of the heap for years, and yes, there's still good quality audio interfaces, but I took a chance on the Motu and it was back ordered about 6-8 months ago, and I was lucky enough to get it. They are still back ordered often, so I really enjoy the Motu, but this is how the Rode NT1 sounds like, and I just picked this up with the PS1A boom arm from B&H Photo about 2 weeks ago. So this is what this sounds like, And if you're thinking about getting an NT1, these are fantastic mics. They have a very low noise floor. And I wanted to pick myself up a good quality condenser mic, and then I wanted to have a good quality dynamic mic also. Now, the dynamic mic is great if you're in a little bit more of a noisier environment and you're trying to keep the background sounds from coming in, and you want a different, more like radio broadcast kind of sound. You'll get that out of a dynamic mic. And then the condenser mic, you get various sounds out of them. I just like that the NT1 is much more like a flat neutral sound, and a lot of people like that. You can do a lot in post with this. It gives you a lot of flexibility in EQs to make you sound the way you want to sound and improve upon that. But what you're hearing right now, again, I'll say there are no filters here. The only thing I will do in post is move up a couple decibels or down, whatever it may be, to make the sound even with these three mics when I am talking about them. And I'll post that in and let you know what changes I do make. But this is the NT1, and with these three mics, I think you got three different levels to go with. You have a $20 mic, a $100 mic, a $200 mic. What will you choose? Put down below what you guys thought, how they sounded each, how you like the way the Motu M2 has the levels in the front to be able to see everything. And it's really useful. Instead of when you hit peak, like then it's like too late, you know you peaked, but at least you can see the levels and if you're close or not. And that makes a huge difference with usability every day. And that's one of the reasons why I do like that so much. And then you have your separate phantom power buttons in the front with your separate gains and your separate monitoring buttons, which is awesome. So this is a great little unit, and it drives a lot of the best headphones and mics because of the good quality preamps. And let me know what you guys think between these three mics. Thanks a lot and have a great day.